Hello, witchy people. It's been a strange couple of days for me, and I thought I'd like to share those strange days with you. It started off a couple of days ago when I was sat here pottering around and left the room, came back, and something was on my desk that wasn't there when I left. And it was this. And it usually hangs up on my shelf, which is just above here. It hangs on a rail on this, and it's attached onto here. So it couldn't have just fallen off. I mean, this hangs back a few feet, and this was actually laying on the keyboard of my computer. So it was laying on my desk. And I thought, I'm sure that's just got old web pages and stuff on it. So I put it in, opened it up, and straight away, without me clicking on anything specific, it opened up to the main page of an old website that I used to run. It was a GeoCities website, so it's since been archived and you can't get into it anymore. And then I noticed that, so I clicked it off, and I noticed that there were several pages that I'd obviously saved. This website was one that people used to tell me stories about weird happenings and strange goings on, and I would write them down onto this website. Some of them were personal stories, and some of them, they were all either my stories or stories that had been told to me that I was told I was allowed to share. I was given permission. So I thought, well, maybe that's a bit of a sign from somewhere in the universe that I should share these stories again. So I started sharing them. And I started doing that last night. Well, that's one part. Another part is, as you know, I recently acquired a Ouija board, and I wanted to inlay it into a table. Well, I did actually get hold of a table. It's a really nice one, and it was quite inexpensive. So the table was prepared, it's all been routed out, and the Ouija board has been inlaid into the top of the table. That's all that's been done so far. So it's by no means finished. But I was taking some photographs, and I accidentally pressed record instead of the camera icon. So it started recording the table. And as I was recording, I was going to press stop because I realised that I was recording instead of taking a photograph. And I was going to press stop when I noticed all this. It looked like dust particles, but they were shooting up and then across down the camera view. And it was really strange. It wasn't acting like dust. It was just, like I said, it was shooting right up and then came straight down at a diagonal across the picture. So I stopped recording and I thought, I'm going to take some photographs of this, see if I can get something on camera, see if it is just dust or something else. Like I said, it just wasn't acting like dust. And like I said, it was the evening. Well, it was the middle of the night actually, and there was no sunlight to pick out the dust. There's no windows open or anything like that. I mean, it's freezing cold here at the moment. The heating hadn't come on, so there was nothing to stir this dust up. But yes, I thought I'd take a few photographs. As I started taking photographs, Coco, one of my cats, jumped up onto the board, onto the table. And the first few photographs are fine, and then she starts acting a bit strange as she looked up. And when I looked at the photograph, there was like a mist across her, and I thought that was really, really strange. But there were no signs of dust, you know, that nothing picked out that like orbs or anything if there had been dust there like there was when I was filming. So it's all been a bit strange. Well, all that to one side. The other thing as well, with all this mist in front of the camera, of course, no one in my house smokes. There were no windows open. So there was no like no steam, nothing. I mean, there wasn't even a kettle boiling. There was nothing. So I just thought I'd make that clear. Okay, so I took the hint about the little I forgot what they're called now. USB sticks, USB stick, with the archived website on it, and thought I'm going, I'll start recording some of these stories that I had. And the first one was a bit difficult. It started, the camera has been playing up something awful. I kept on getting lines across the camera. There was weird smoke coming in. And I thought, obviously, it is just the camera lens playing up. So I cleaned it up a bit, everything else. And then just when I finally got one done and I started on the second one, the fire alarm started going off. Now this is 4:30 in the morning. There is nothing here that's on. I mean, the TV was on in the bedroom. I did have a candle burning, but I also had the window behind me open. And it wasn't the upstairs fire alarm that was going off, it was the downstairs fire alarm. And it kept on going off, just really beeping loudly a few times, then cutting off, and then doing it again and cutting off. It was getting really seriously annoying. It had woken up everyone in the house. And then it started doing, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of, okay, when the batteries are going in a smoke alarm, it just, every now and then, it's an intermittent beep, 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 but it's really loud. Well, ours was doing that, only our smoke alarm, our fire alarm, is not connected. It doesn't work by batteries. It's connected to the mains. So we had a low battery warning for something that didn't have batteries. And that carried on for over half an hour. So that was quite strange. And in the end, what we had to do was rip the smoke alarm off the ceiling. We couldn't open it. We had to break it off. And then about half an hour later, everyone had gone back to bed, and the damn thing started beeping again. It wasn't even there. It had been taken off completely. It had been unplugged. The main unit was in the kitchen, disconnected, so it had no power in it. And there was nothing disconnected to the ceiling. There was no smoke alarm there, no fire alarm there. And it beeped. I don't know why. It only did it sort of like, it beeped twice and then beeped once again. And that was it. But it did freak me out slightly because it's not something that's supposed to happen. So yes, a couple of strange days. Now, the other thing is, the film that I had of the original, well, I accidentally filmed instead of taking a photograph of the Ouija board on the table, disappeared. It is nowhere to be found on my camera roll. It's just not there. And a few of the pictures I took of Coco didn't come out, just completely black, nothing there whatsoever. But what I have done, I have got a few photographs that are almost in sequence. So, and you can see everything looks okay. Then she starts looking a bit odd, and then she looks at something, and you can see just lightly the smoke. And I think in two photographs you can see like this mist or smoke coming over, and that's what it looks like. So if I can, I will upload those. So there you go. That's my strange few days. Just wanted to share. And I will finish off the Haunted Cha-Cha archives, which is where I, instead of just, obviously, because before in the old website it was just written down, and I printed off what I found, and so I'm just reading them. And I finished 2 now, and when I do the rest I will get them uploaded, and if you want to listen to them you can, and if you don't want to then don't, because it is just me talking, and I know I've got a bit of an annoying voice, but there you go. So that's it. My weird few days. I do have loads and loads and loads of stuff. It's all piled over there somewhere that I've managed to buy and stuff. A few things that I got for my birthday recently. And I will probably share those when I've got time. And as you can see, I'm covering over my face at the moment. I actually have, it's not too bad today, but I've got, it's called orbital cellulitis, and it's a problem I have with my eye. So once again, this I could list the things that were not wrong with me a damn sight more quicker and more easily than listing the things that are wrong with me. So I give up. This old body is just falling apart. Anyway, that's it. I shall not go on any longer. I shall shut up now. Thank you for watching, witchy people. And if you do want to watch the or listen to the ghost stories, they are going to be uploaded soon, and it'll be under, I think it'll be listed as the Haunted Cha-Cha Archives. So there you go. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, witchy people. Bye bye for now.